Hey guys, it's me, Robo Beam Assist, back for another spine-tingling adventure of Skullgirls guides, or sKugs for short. On today's episode, we got the defense guide. We're going to be talking about push block, up backing, land canceling, and other defensive techniques that will help you not get hit. So let's get started. First things first, like many other games in its genre, you're going to be holding back to block high and down back to block low. There's also air blocking in this game, which makes holding up back a strong defensive strategy. When you up back, there's a certain small window of time where you are vulnerable to lows while still blocking mids and highs. So people can and will snipe this option and blow you up for it. This situation also happens whenever your opponent doesn't attack near your character. Notice that despite this jab missing my character and me lovingly caressing up back like Beowulf did to the wife he never had, my character doesn't jump and leaves their toes exposed. This works for any grounded move, but if your opponent is airborne while you're up backing, you will jump and block all 20 of the overheads being sent your way. This may seem a bit odd, but one of the reasons it works like this is because of a mechanic called land canceling. Land canceling is kind of the unspoken hero of defense in this game. When you block something in the air and are brought down to the ground, you actually get to cancel the block stun you sustained in the air immediately on landing. It's kind of hard to stress how important this mechanic is, so I'll use an example and hopefully this will help y'all get it. So Philia does her crouching light kick or her 2LP to establish pressure, and does an instant air dash, jump light kick, jump heavy kick, and lands with another 2LK. Now, you could just push her away at the end of her string and reset to neutral, which is fine, I guess. But instead, if you up back after the crouching light punch, you're actually able to land during the jump heavy kick, thus canceling the air block stun and allowing you to actually get a punish on her, completely flipping the situation. There's a lot more you can do with land canceling, but this in conjunction with up backing can make your defense very hard for the attacker to deal with. Speaking of pushing, it's finally time to talk about the most defining defensive mechanic in the game, push block. Push block is done by pressing two punch buttons at the same time while blocking, and this does a few things. The most blatant is it pushes your opponent far away from you, giving you room to breathe and allowing you to potentially escape from a terrifying offensive situation. It also gives you a static 25 frames of block stun. This is some nerd stuff to say the least, but basically what this means is you can actually give yourself advantage from a disadvantaged state if you know when to push. At the end of these 25 frames, your character is actually put into a completely neutral state for one singular frame, during which we can do whatever we want. You can mash, you can reversal, call an assist, whatever. If done successfully, your character will flash green and perform whatever option you selected. This is called a push block guard cancel, and this will put the fear of God into the eyes of whoever dares tries to mix me, El Peacock Maestro. These two mechanics are very strong, and together they make it so your opponent have to respect you on defense. There are two primary ways people use push block, either reactively or preemptively. Preemptive push is when your opponent is looking to push you away the moment they block something, and reactive push is when they see they block something and decide to push you away. This may seem pedantic and arbitrary, but you can't beat these two options the same way. Whenever someone misses a push, it will either come out as a button or a backdash. So to beat push, you have to bait it. If you notice someone doing a preemptive push, you want to try to mix them. Try run up throw or doing an overhead, or even just delaying the initial start of your string will help a lot. And if you notice someone reacting, leaving gaps in your pressure can frame trap and catch them in the act red-handed. A couple of notes about push. If you are in block stun from an assist, pushing will only push away the assist and not the point character. You can't be left-righted during push block, but you can be high-low unless you use absolute guard. Absolute guard is a mechanic during push block where if you push one direction and guard the other, you'll be completely immune to both highs and lows. So, if you push high and guard low, you'll be completely immune to mix for 25 glorious frames before you're right back in the blender. If you want to push a multi-hit attack, make sure you push the very last hit, otherwise they go nowhere. Because that was me versus Valentine for the first 2 months I played this game. There's a lot more to push block than what I just said, so if you are a fellow nerd who wants to learn more, then I highly recommend the Mizumi defense page or this advanced push block tutorial by Gelato Grotto, links in the description. But yeah, that pretty much does it. There was some other stuff I could have gone over, especially with push block, but I don't want to overwhelm the Bayo players out there, so we're gonna just cut it right there. So yeah, anyway, thank you very much for engaging with another wonderful Skullgirls guides. I can't wait for you guys. Next time, we're going to have the offense tutorial to match the defense tutorial. If some of the stuff here you were a little iffy on, I hope it'll all come together with the offense. So yeah, I'll see y'all later.